If you're looking at getting into a new construction in Mountain Home, Idaho, then this is going to be the video. Make sure you stick around. We're going to be doing full walkthroughs, tell you guys about different new construction neighborhoods and everything you need to know about new homes in Mountain Home. Let's do it. All right, guys, so today we are right now in the Morning View subdivision. So this is going to be built by Corey Barton Homes, which is a local Idaho builder. This is going to be probably the best bang for your buck as far as new construction goes. They're actually wrapping up this neighborhood. We've sold so many houses. They only have about, goodness, just under 10 homes left in this neighborhood. And then right across the street, you can see they actually have some construction workers currently working on some homes. But this is going to be Windy Ridge. This is going to be their newest development that they're building literally across the street from Morning View. So they're going to be pretty consistent as far as what they're doing. But if we turn the camera around, you're going to be able to see this is the basic exterior that they're currently building. It's just got a nice modern touch to it. All the homes look very similar, but they do have different styles, right? They're gonna have craftsmen, they're gonna have some of the modern styles, and then they always keep the consistency as far as colorways, and there's not a lot of pink houses or anything like that because this isn't gonna be a non-HOA community. These are HOAs, so if you're not looking for an HOA and you're looking for new construction, it's gonna be a little harder to find in Mountain Home just because there's not going to be a lot of homes that they're building now without the CC&Rs to make sure that they maintain and build the equity of the homes in these neighborhoods. So real quick, before we dive into the homes and start talking more about that, I do want to mention I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Idaho. And as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would absolutely love to help you with your home buying needs. So you're going to see my cell phone number as well as my email. Pause the video, call me, text me, or leave me a long paragraph email with your current situation. We've had a lot of you do that. We appreciate that because it helps us be able to narrow down how to help you guys. So with that, let's go ahead and dive back into the video. The first house we're going to check out is going to be 1955 Southwest Besra. This is located in the Morning View subdivision, as we talked about a little earlier. One of the most desirable neighborhoods here because this is one of the newer neighborhoods here. So as this one gets ready to wrap up, these are going to be a style of home that you're going to be able to expect, right? You have these modern garages where it's not your typical multiple box. It just looks a lot cleaner, a lot slicker, and people really love it because it has that modern exterior and architecture. So what you'll notice is it does come pre-landscaped, so you will have a full yard, rocks. Now some of the bushes have died, but they will come out, I should say. And if there's anything that doesn't make it through the winter, they will fix that for you guys. Now walking in, you do have your quick set door combos, which is always nice, but let's go ahead and take a tour. So as you walk into the home, you will notice you do have this beautiful door, LVP flooring, and then as far as the walls, you're not gonna be able to see it too much, but they are textured. One time we were showing one of these houses recently, and they thought that the contractor had done a terrible job as far as the drywall. So this is gonna be textured a little bit, but it's not too bad. So as soon as you enter this home, this is a 2,636 square feet home, so it does have plenty of space. This is a nice little flex room, so it's not a bedroom. You do have a front view to the neighborhood, but as you walk through the home, you're just gonna have tons of space just like this. So walking into the home, immediately to your right, after you pass the flex room, is gonna be just a small half bath. What I do like is that CBH is starting to get a lot better as far as what they're doing with the touches. They're doing more modern sink fixtures, even just small touches like towel racks. They're all doing more modern stuff. So it's starting to look really good as far as what they're putting into the home. Now I will say the downside, which we'll talk about in the kitchen, is gonna be the countertops they're putting in the home. So this is just a small complaint that I have personally, but for most people, they don't mind it. Here behind another closet door, you're gonna have a Harry Potter style storage area. So if you're someone that has a bunch of stuff and you just don't want your guests to see it, you're just trying to tuck it away somewhere, this is gonna be great. Now you also are gonna have a crawl space entrance here. Basically the crawl space, it just allows for ventilation and support of the home. So you won't have to go there unless you need to turn off the water. Sometimes in the homes, they'll have the shutoff valve in the garage or in the crawl space. So just something to think about when we're purchasing or looking at homes. All right, next you're gonna have a very, very wide open, huge, spacious living room. They do have the modern ceiling fan, as you can see it running, but just a gorgeous area with tons of space for whatever you're going to be doing as far as hosting events, family time, or just watching a movie for the night. Next, you're gonna have tons of space in this model. Now, not all models that CBH build are gonna have enough space for a dining room, living room, and a kitchen. Sometimes it's just living room and kitchen. Some people also prefer their kitchen to be away from the living room. So depending on what you're looking for, this may not be a good fit, but the good news is they do have more models that we're gonna be checking out today as well. I told you guys I had a complaint, and this is gonna be the complaint right here. So this is gonna be laminate. So it is not granite countertops. And typically in Mountain Home, they're not as common to put granite for whatever reason. But you will find a house every now and then that does have granite countertops. Some people don't mind them, but if you're someone that is looking for a higher end or would like to redo this in the future, it is something that you could do. But just for consideration purposes, laminate countertops, but you do still have this huge island, and it does have plenty of space. So this home is a little different compared to the other homes. They always have different touches. This one is gonna be that marble looking laminate counter. So it's gonna have the gold finished knobs, which is always nice, and then tons of space as far as the cabinetry. So the nice thing that CBH always does, at least in most of the homes, is going to be consistency between the countertops. So this is gonna be the same style we find in the bathrooms. It's gonna be the same style we find anywhere else there's gonna be counter space, which is always awesome. Now these are gonna be the standard as far as appliances. They do all black, so not stainless steel, but of course you know that you can always replace these in the future if you prefer. These also can be converted after purchase. If you want to get gas appliances instead of electric, you would just have to work with a contractor as far as getting that taken care of. Next, you're going to have your huge sink. Now this is just a big boy, right? You have the modern fixture, which is always nice, and then the farmhouse style sink, which is always gorgeous. Now real quick, let's talk about the backyard, because this is important for a lot of people, because I know we talked about the front, how to take out the world's best security system here. We always talk about the front being finished as far as landscaping. Backyard wise, or yard wise in general, what you're going to notice is that it is not finished grass. So this is actually hydro seeded, and it did grow a little bit, which is awesome. Some of it is weed, some of it isn't. They do still have the rocks across the fence line and the house, and that's more so to just protect all these from any moisture or water, because we do get all 4-season weather here. And this is not typically included with the home, right? Typically you do have to pay out of pocket for fencing. You will also have to pay for blinds or negotiate it. So that's why we actually recommend, side note, pro tip here, it's better to work with a real estate agent such as myself rather than a new build agent, because they're going to represent the seller, or AKA the builder. Whereas if you had an agent, they're going to negotiate for your behalf at a much higher level. So something just to talk about, pro tip there. But they don't landscape it, they hydro seed it, and then you don't typically get the fence. But because there's no more houses being built behind, they do put the fence up, so you would just have to take care of the side fences. Now, as of right now, for this neighborhood specifically, there are no plans that I know of as far as the owner behind it selling it. It is all their property, so you're gonna have some gorgeous sunsets that you're gonna be able to enjoy from your backyard, which is just gonna be a huge addition or a big selling point for a lot of you. All right guys, now we're back inside. We're gonna head upstairs, so let's go ahead and do that. Real quick, just to hit on this. Now this is gonna be standard across all CBH homes. You're gonna have your Honeywell home. You are able to connect your phone to this, just your standard thermostat, but it does have the smart features. So coming up, you do have this nice wooden ledge here, just to make sure you hold yourself up. But a lot of people love this floor plan specifically because it has this nice, huge loft area. Now I've seen some pretty cool things. Some people have actually put like a theater curtain here, and then they have the movie theater seats, and they put a big projector screen instead of this light here, or next to the light here, to display on this wall. So you can get creative, you can make it your space, but that's what purchasing a home is all about, and that's what makes this the best thing that you could ever do. So real quick, let's talk about the bedrooms. So this is a 4-bed. You do have your furnace in here. It is upstairs. And the nice thing is, with modernization and technology, they have made it a lot quieter. So you're not gonna hear it, and it's not gonna be something that's super obnoxious when you're sleeping to where it keeps you up at night. So this is gonna be the first bedroom. Typically the bedrooms are gonna be standard size here, but every now and then you will get one with a nice extra spacious closet. So this is gonna be one of those bedrooms. Now when you see this, you're gonna see more storage space, more stuff to hide stuff, or more space to hide stuff, excuse me. It's just very spacious and very convenient for those of you that just need that additional storage space, regardless of where it's at. Coming across is gonna be the next bedroom. Similar, very similar in as far as what they throw into the bedrooms, right? It's pretty plain. Like you'll see, as you've probably noticed through the video, there are no blinds, something to consider negotiating. And then as far as closet, this one is just gonna be the standard closet. You're gonna have your coat rack and shelving. So this is the next closet and bedroom. Now across from these rooms, we're not gonna spoil the master just yet, or the primary, I should say. But we will show you guys, there is another full bath here, and this will be the one that is more than likely shared with all the bedrooms. So just like I said, they do remain, or they do keep the consistency throughout the homes as far as counters, what the cabinets and the drawers and handles look like, right? So they do keep consistency. Standard bathroom here, or shower and tub. And then I do love the black finish personally. I'm a huge fan, but they did do the nicer finishes as far as the handles, the shower head, all black finish. Next, we're gonna have our laundry room. Laundry room is gonna be a decent size. You do have plenty of space for both your washer and dryer. They will be electric, just as a heads up. And then you do have this small table. Now, some of their utility rooms may be bigger, so you might have a little more space, but as far as what the typical utility room looks like, it's gonna look like this. Now, finally, it's gonna be our third bedroom. And this is probably gonna be the smallest one, right? So for a little one, or if you just wanna turn it into an office, it does have a great view of the entire neighborhood. You do have mountain home, or you do have mountain views of mountain home. So we'll go ahead and showcase that real quick. All right, so it's probably not too clear because we do have some snow on the mountains, but moving on, we're gonna show you guys the primary. Now, here's the nice thing is typically CBH homes are very similar in floor plans and what they're throwing in it, outside of maybe granite counters in the kitchen here and there. But outside of that, everything is always consistent as far as color of the walls and the flooring. So this one is going to be absolutely huge as far as bedrooms go. That's what I love about CBH. They go balls to the wall for the master and primary bedrooms. And then as far as the bathrooms, that's also going to be exciting. But just take a look in this bedroom. You're going to have these beautiful views just because there's nothing being built as of right now. Now that may change in the future, but you're just looking at nothing. So if you want to sit here and people watch or sunset watch all day, you could do that, but there's going to be no people to watch, unfortunately. All right, bathroom. They do have his and hers, so dual vanity. You do have tons of space as far as being able to tuck stuff away in the bathroom, which is always a huge plus. And you do have this grand mirror to be able to see yourself and do your makeup and do all that good stuff. So we all know typically the husband or you know, us, we just get this small corner of space on the counters, and then usually the ladies get the rest, right? But if you're not in that situation, congratulations. This is gonna be the shower. You do have these glass sliding doors, and like I said, they really up their game as far as the type of finishes that they have. Just really big fan of the black. I don't know if you guys like it. If you don't like this, or if you do like it, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you guys think about the black finish or your thoughts on that. And then finally, just to kind of zoom it through real quick, you're gonna have your linen closet. Most closets, or most linen closets are included in the bathrooms for the bigger style homes. You do have your individual toilet. And then finally, your third living room, your walk-in closet is going to be here. So you have tons of space in this room. You can hide, get away from the kids, hide, get away from life, or you can just come in here and have a little fashion show if you want to. So this is gonna be their 2636 floor plan. It's gorgeous, it's absolutely stunning. We're gonna go check out the next one. Also, this one just was reduced in price by $5,000. It is currently listed at $434,990. So if this is something that you'd be willing to spend as far as budget-wise, then let us know. We can get you in contact and make sure that we put together a game plan for this one. So next, we're gonna check out another home. So guys, the next neighborhood we're gonna be covering is gonna be the Hubble Homes neighborhood. That's who's currently building these homes that you see behind me. Currently, they're installing cabinets. Hubble Homes, you guys, a lot of you are gonna like this because unlike the CBH homes where those are gonna be, however they want to build them, that's how they're coming. You don't necessarily get to design them or do anything of that nature. It's just how they're built, that's what you get. With these, on the other hand, you actually are going to be able to customize them. There is a design studio process that you can go through. And these homes are gonna start at 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom homes from 1,466 square feet all the way to 6 bedrooms with over 3,000 square feet. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you if you're looking to purchase a home and be able to customize it to your liking. So that's why so many people are going to love these homes specifically. Now, Silverstone is actually right down the street. So if we were to look that way, that's where Silverstone is currently established. It's just going to be an extension of it. They did an amazing job. That is actually one of the most, if not the most desirable neighborhood. And this is probably going to be in the same situation. Now, as they get ready to build these homes, these aren't going to be ready till February 2025. So there's going to be a little bit of time before these are on market. However, these two will be the first ones that are ready. One of them is going to be the 3.2, 1466 square feet. Another one is going to be 1,880 square feet. So those are going to be ready to go come February. And then you have the opportunity to come here, select a lot. You do get to pick the style of home. The blueprints are all established. However, once you pick the blueprints, that's when you can start customizing the type of cabinets, the type of flooring, windows, cabinetry, all that good stuff that most people are excited about. Now, they are starting these ones price point wise at $350,000 and up. I don't have pricing for all of the homes, and as you get more and more intrusive as far as the style of the home you have and what you put into it, it could get really expensive depending on what you're wanting. As far as pricing for a design studio, that really comes down to the material you're picking, the different additions you're doing, and there's always things that you can do to your home to make it really feel like yours. But without beating the dead horse over and over again, this is going to be Hubble Homes. So we're going to do a quick drive around. And location wise, I know I told you it's just outside of it's just an extension of Silverstone, and Morning View is just down the street as well. And I didn't mention where the location of that is, but all these neighborhoods so far that we've talked about are literally about 7 minutes away from downtown Mountain Home. They're about 15 to 20 minutes away from Base. So they're just in really good proximity. From Boise, however, these are going to be about a 50-minute drive. So they're a little bit out of the way. They're a little further on that side of town of Mountain Home that's away from Boise, but it's still close enough to where it's not hitting that hour point just yet. And location wise, people just love it because it's just out of the way. So not a lot of crazy stuff happens out here. A lot of people really love these neighborhoods. Now let's go talk about the next one. All right, guys, so now we are in Thunderbolt Landing. Now this one is close to Legacy Park, which if you've seen some of my past videos, you know I am a huge advocate for Legacy Park. I love it. Everything about Legacy Park is amazing. Now these homes are also built by CBH. So CBH has a huge presence here in Mountain Home. However, as you can see, these are still being built out. This is one of the newer communities versus Morning View. I know Windy Ridge is their newest one that they're establishing as we speak, but they're also working on this one. This one has already, goodness, been around for almost about 6 months. So they're still developing, but you do have tons of homes that are available. This one we're starting at a price point of $360,000. So let's go ahead and show you guys some of the construction as it's being done. We weren't able to do that with the other ones because most of them are almost finished. But as you'll notice, they still haven't done the landscaping here. This is more so just like the raw version of what the home looks like through the development process as they build it. So this one, with it being so close, so this is what the building process looks like for this. These homes specifically, they are doing some nicer touches. They have done a couple of fireplaces in these homes. You'll see even like in the walls here, they had some architectural touches as far as windows in the stairs. They did some of these touches in the homes in Morning View, but this is just going to be a location that is significantly closer to Boise. It's a little further away from Base, so it's about a 25-minute drive from here to Base. But as far as being closer to Boise, if you're someone that wants to spend the weekends there or is going to travel there back and forth quite often, this may be a more desirable neighborhood for you personally. So this is going to be a big hit. I do want to mention real quick, something I didn't mention earlier when we were talking about Morning View is they are offering a Fall of Festival promotion for CBH homes right now. And what that looks like, anything below $400,000 are offering $15,000 towards closing costs or upgrades to the home. Anything from $400,000 to $500,000, they're offering $25,000, always negotiable. Remember, regardless of the promotion, we're going to negotiate more, pro tip. And then anything above $500,000, they're offering, or I believe from $400,000 to $450,000 is $35,000, $450,000 to $500,000 is $45,000, and then the $500,000 to $600,000 is $50K. Confirm with me on that. We'll double check just to make sure I didn't butcher those numbers, but that is the promotions that they're doing. It does expire December 31st. So although this may not be a lot of time for you, they do typically extend their promotions for a month or so. Or if you have a great real estate agent, wink, wink, then we're going to be able to negotiate those things still. So keep in mind, these homes are still in the process. They do have some that are move-in ready. They do have some that are under construction, but unlike the Hubble homes, these are just going to be ones that are, hey, this is what we're putting in them. If you like it, if you like the layout, then that's all that is gonna be. But if you don't like these, then there's always gonna be more that they build throughout the time here. So with that, we showed you guys a couple of the neighborhoods. If there's a new construction neighborhood that we haven't shown you, there are a few that we didn't get a touch base on, and we will do so in the future. So with that, if you didn't already, make sure you guys press the like button, leave a comment below where you're tuning in from or what development or what area you like the most. And then also do me a huge favor and press the bell at the top of the screen so you can get notified when we make more amazing videos just like this. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, love you. See you on the next one.